Hi, this is my assignment 5 for Alice, and this is just my coding procedures. So first, I'm just gonna show you guys, this is just my basic, my first methods for my assignment, and I'm gonna go through each of my tabs to show you my different procedures and functions. And then I'm gonna come back and show you guys and go over my first methods. So first, my first procedure I'm gonna show you is my jump out of water procedure. And in this procedure, I have a parameter called some color. And so in this, the fish, and this is either the blue tang or the clownfish, it will appear in the water and then it will move forward. It will turn left a duration and it will then move up to look like it's jumping out of the water. And then it will say, "Hi, everybody." It will move forward again. And then it uses the tail to turn right. So it moves a little bit and then it changes to some color. And then it moves down back into the water and then moves forward to come off the screen. And this does this pretty fast. And both the fish will do this in my first methods. My next procedure is a dance procedure for the seagull or the seagulls. And in this is when I call one of my arrays in my first method, but I will go over that in a little bit. But first, in this procedure, all the seagulls will move up a certain duration, they'll turn right a certain duration, and then they'll move right a certain duration. And then they use one of my functions, which is a tail movement function. I'll show you that in its own tab after this, but in this, they'll move their tails up, and then they'll move them down, and then they will also turn right again, and then they'll move down and say, "We love to dance." So it's just a little fun dance procedure. And then I'm just going to show you the tail movement, and that's in my flyers category, but it's just pretty much they move up, their tail moves up a certain amount, their tail moves down a certain amount, and it turns yellow. The whole seagull does, but that's what happens during the tail movement. And then I have my quizzes, and I don't really count these as my own procedures because we were given them, but I separated them all. So my first quiz involves asking um, how many animals are on this island and using one different quiz protocol, which was using just the keypad to type in a number. And then my quiz 2 is a one-time try, so it involves the turtle saying, "Did you see a blue tang fish?" And it gives a true or false as your options to answer. And then in the final quiz, it's just asking whether or not using like a type in command. So asking what was the clownfish after it jumped, what color, and you can type in whatever color you think it would be. So next I'm going to show you my other function, which is my random phrases function. And in this is my more complicated function, and this also involves each seagull doing the 4 different random movements. So in my function, it has actually all the seagulls doing these random function movements, but at least one of them during the time the code is running will do 4 different random movements. So first, I have variables, all constant variables to describe the random different things that are occurring. So we have random choice, random color, random height, and random resize. So it's pretty much if random choice equals 1 and the random color equals random color, then they'll move up a random height, they'll set a paint to a different color, in this instance is blue, and then they'll randomly resize and then they'll say a different phrase. And this happens for all of the different seagulls. So they have 4 different options to have this happen. So now I'm going to show you my first methods and go through that with you. So I have my comments. So this is the starting scene. So the desert tortoise will say, "Hi everybody, let's take a quiz." They'll do the first quiz asking if how many animals are on the island. If you get it correct, then the tortoise will say, "Nice job, now watch this. Here's my array," explaining each seagull to be able to do this certain thing when they dance. So then we have an each and together array using the birds will dance procedure, as mentioned earlier. They all dance all together, and then they'll, after this happens, the blue tang will first use the jump out of water procedure, and they'll turn dark blue, and then they'll move off the screen, and then the tortoise will say, well, let's take another quiz. Quiz 2 will occur, and in this quiz, the tortoise will ask if they saw the blue tang jump out of the water, and they will answer true or false. Then after that, the clownfish will do the same thing and jump out of water and turn green. And then the tortoise will ask the last quiz, and that will ask what color the clownfish was when it jumped out of water, and the person just has to fill in what color they thought by typing it in. Then after this, we have another array, each in together, and in this the bird says a random phrase, and this is what we talked about earlier. So they'll move up and do all different things. At least one seagull will do something 4 different ways. Then the tortoise will turn to face the seagulls. He'll say, whoa, this island is crazy. Turn to face back to the camera and say, I'm out of here. He'll move forward, jump off the island, turn left in the water, and then move forward off the screen as fast as it can. That is my coding for my assignment 5. Thank you.